All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Thank you. We are live and back. Man. So, if you're just tuning in now, we went to the Jaguar Stadium. We were outside. Pacheco's taking this one all the way down to the 45-yard line near midfield. Good run right there by Pacheco. So, let's see. Fantasy-wise, things are going pretty good. We got Liam in the chat. What's up, Liam? Mahomes is going to hand this one off to, looks like Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. 7-6, 3 minutes, or third quarter, 14 minutes left. Jacksonville's going to have to keep this game close if they want a chance to win. Andy Reid's probably sweating his balls off over there. And Liam said, I'm down 4 points after losing by 70 points last week. So we're having a much better week. I know I got Derrick Henry. Mahomes looking, passing, intended for Kelsey. Looks like he dropped it. Man, I'm getting like a headache already from the cigar smoke. Yeah. I might need to get a cigar. Huh?
Your eyes are
Red?
Yeah.
From the smoke?
Yeah.
Got Josh Allen playing for you today. Josh Allen's having a good day. I think 2 first half touchdown passes. Mahomes going deep this time, and that is caught all the way downfield at the 15-yard line. That was Watson, number 84, and Mahomes throws a deep ball downfield. Looks like the defender was a smidge early. Doesn't end up getting called. Ultimately, it's a catch anyway, so probably put this like that. And Liam, how are you hearing me? Do you hear me all right? Ooh. Let me know if you can hear me all right. All right, good. I just wanted to make sure. Oh, Devontae Adams as well. Yeah, Devontae Adams is going off right now. I got him on my fantasy team as well. All right, this one's going to go to Kelsey. Man, I already feel like I'm back in my zone. This feels great. You're here. It's okay. Yeah. I asked if they can hear me. They said yes. Audio's good. I mean, if you're Kansas City, you would really like to punch it in here. 30 targets, 19 receptions. Third and 3, Mahomes running, rolling out, tossing, touchdown Chiefs. Kansas City is going to go up 8 points pending the extra point. And that's Travis Kelce making his presence known. Steve, loser, LOL. Why am I a loser? I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty mad when everything shut down. It's like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. All right, the extra point is up and right down the middle. And Kansas City takes a 14-6 lead with 11 and a half minutes left in the third. How's OBJ doing? Let's see. Justin Fields has 10 fantasy points. Let's see if I can bring this a little bit closer here. Right there. Right there. All right. So Justin Fields has 10.72 fantasy points. Derrick Henry, 12 and a half. This is in a PPR league. Vontae Adams already almost 19 points on the day. My brother's here. My brother is here. Hold this for me. She just picks it out of everything. Might need some help on this thing.
All right.
That just unplugged. Check. Oh. Don't forget, I got it. Oh, you brought it with you? Check. Can you guys hear me all right? Steve said, Konnichiwa, Morty. Check. It's in the mail. Trust me. There we go. We can hear you better now. All right. Get this back to where we had it. Right there. All right. And we are back. This around. Is that better? Check. There we go. All right. So Kansas City just scored 14-6, 11 and a half left in the third. Jacksonville set to receive here. Big game for the Jaguars. Last year had a chance to beat them in the divisional round and shit the bed. Made about 3 costly mistakes: a drop touchdown, a fumble on the goal line. But Jacksonville trying to prove that they're going to take that step this year. This is the guy, though, right here. This is the guy to do it. Shotgun formation. All right, it's going to be a handoff to ETN up the middle. Former Clemson running back. And that's going to bring up second and short. Jacksonville definitely is going to, want to respond on this drive because Kansas City came out in the third quarter, and they were not holding back. We are in Jacksonville Beach. Quick throw to Christian Kirk. That's going to be a game for 3 yards and a first down. We were outside the stadium. Steve knows he was in here, and the it was so hot outside that everything overheated and shut down. And yeah, it's been a struggle to get these games up and going, but you guys have been here, so appreciate you guys for coming in. 10 minutes, a little over 10 minutes in the third. Jacksonville trying to score to answer. Kansas City coming out hot in second half. Lawrence under center, going to fake this handoff. Looks like there might have been a man downfield, but Kansas City was all over that. Pass rush got him. I've noticed they had a better pass rush this year because week 1 against the Lions, Chris Jones wouldn't play because he didn't have that massive contract. And they were still able to get after the passer without Chris Jones. So this is the best defense Patrick Mahomes has ever had. Steve said, hold it if you need to. Pretend you're Sinatra or something. Fly me to the moon. Here we go. Quick throw here to Christian Kirk. Christian Kirk's probably got some fantasy value. We'll take a quick look between plays. Lamar Jackson right now with 15 points, about just under 200 yards, 1 passing touchdown. Derrick Henry's got a rushing touchdown. Fields still at only 10 points. People talking about him being the best fantasy quarterback. So far, nothing to show for it. I definitely bought into it and drafted him. Here we go. Big third down right here for Jacksonville. 3rd and 10. Shotgun. ETN. Pass protection right down the middle. This should have been caught. Should have been caught. Yeah, I think the smoke's too much for him. He's like, I'm out of here. You guys are unhealthy. Yeah. That's the way we came in. And they're going to have to punt it here. This one, Kansas City signals don't touch it. And wow, they pick it up right there and get a couple extra yards. That was actually a really good special teams play right there. It looked like they were just going to let it bounce and roll to the 2 or the 1 yard line and catches it really quick. Healthy Travis Kelce. How does that help Kansas City? Well, let's take a look. Let's see how many points Travis Kelce is rolling with right now. Travis Kelce's got 11.2 points. My team's starting to suck. I'm right there with you, Liam. The other team's starting to pull away. Kyle Pitts, man, very disappointing. Only 2 receptions for 15 yards. He was supposed to have a big bounce back year. Not yet. Rashad White's not doing bad. 15.5 points. 0.5 more points than Derrick Henry. But Derrick Henry, he should get over the 20 mark. Devontae Adams should get over the 20 mark. Kyle Pitts looks like it might be a disappointing day, but you know how these tight ends are. All you really need is Kyle Pitts to get a 40-yard touchdown, and it makes up for everything. So kind of, with 6:55 left in the third quarter for Atlanta, I'm starting to just kind of wish hopeful thinking for a big play. Bijan Robinson's got 12 points on the day. Jahmyr Gibbs, little surprising. Playing the Seahawks, he only has 5 points. St. Brown's over 100 yards receiving, but doesn't have a touchdown, so only 14 points. Who is Jake Elliott? Jake Elliott is one of the names of our fantasy team. Lions Seahawks is really tight right now. I was looking at that. I think I don't know if it updated yet, but it said 21-14. All right, so Kansas City starting this drive on their 8-yard line. Fakes the handoff to Pacheco, a little sidearm throw. This is going to be complete to Kelsey, and Kelsey able to turn a negative play into a 3-yard gain for the Chiefs. Mahomes getting the ball out quick here. 10 for 11 in passing attempts under 2.5 seconds. So Mahomes has had back-to-back games with completed passes to 11 different receivers. That's kind of ridiculous. Here we go, number 83. Not sure who that dude is. He's new. Gray. It's Christmas over here. Morty, he's been holding stuff for me. It's been sitting on this. Oh, shit. Pacheco. And he runs hard for his size. Let's see what the flag is here.
Better check yourself at the door, dude.
You better check yourself before you wreck yourself, because I'm bad for your health. Okay. Love you too. It's all right. We're still streaming, you know. 5.1. All right, here we go. Shotgun, 1st and 17 for Mahomes. Kelsey, very slow to get in motion. Right there, sits down underneath. Miscommunication between Pacheco and Mahomes. Wonder how Zay Flowers is doing. Zay Flowers had a really impressive game last week. Damn, Mike Evans on my bench with 27 points. All right. 2nd and 17 after the incompletion. Pacheco lines up in the slot. Runs a flat. Mahomes stepping up. Now here's the after play. He's going to run this one, stay in bounds. Looks like it's going to be holding anyway. And it was already 2nd and 17, so this will be 2nd and 27 from their 3-yard line. This is a big penalty. Josh Allen slow to get up. It is going to be holding. Gardner Minshew came into the game for Anthony Richardson. Concussion protocol for Richardson after the game. He's like 17 for 18, and he's leading the Colts to a comeback. I thought Minshew was going to be the starter this year, to be honest. Way more experience. Everything we heard from Anthony Richardson was that he wasn't pro ready. So here we go, 2nd and 25. And just about the 8-yard line. All right. Mahomes setting up a screen here to Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Goes for 4. DJ Moore having a pretty good day. Let's take a look at how he's doing right now. $11 fantasy points so far. The Bears really got to get a touchdown. Can't go 0-2. All right, big third down here for the Jags. Can they get off the field? They would flip the field if they can. And, yep, they're going to dump it off to Pacheco. And he gains 4 or 5 yards, gives the punter some room. Going under 5 minutes in the third quarter. 8-point game, still a 1-possession game. Plenty of time for Jacksonville to get something going here. And Steve in the chat said, still no dinos on this stream? Not yet. We're working on it. And this was not a fair catch. This will be returned. Oh, it looked like he was. Oh. And that was a new. I feel like my nose is getting stuffy. And Steve said, thanks, Kyle. Love you as well. Appreciate the love, guys. Man, did you see the Colorado State game yesterday? That was insane. When they punted it to the 2-yard line, I was like, here we go. I just thought that was so poetic. Like, all the shit Deion talked all week, and then, well, no, I mean, Colorado State was talking shit, but Deion was, like, backing it up. And then it's his son that's got to bail out his dad, you know, on that 98-yard drive. It's like,
I don't like shit anymore. He tried to poke me in the eyes. That's why that.
what?
He tried to poke that dude that got kicked out of the game for that body slam for the roughing the passer. Like 5 minutes earlier, the short poked him in the eye. Like I had just figured out. Dirty.
They were playing super dirty, though. It's like, that's what we're doing. Like, when they knocked out Hunter, like, that was like a bounty hit. That was not.
Yeah, but like there's hits that they grab nuts and poke eyes.
Yeah.
There's levels. There's levels.
I feel like if you take out our best player, I'm gonna poke you in the eye.
Your best player shouldn't be 170 pounds soaking wet.
Yeah, I think did he break a rib? Yeah. What a game, though.
I'm not gonna lie, when you guys-
You what?
when you guys-
You're like, oh, it's like that.
Before the game, he's like, "Oh, you guys are so big and bad," and it was just like, "Mom," and then he last year.
Erin was like, "You want something to drink?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she brought me this beer. I wouldn't have ordered it. Yeah,
I gotta get something. You like this hat,
Tyler. Not a hat guy. I try, but it never works out.
Got a couple guys in there for him. I don't know if I know Watson still played for him.
No, it's still like, yeah.
You had the memories of good plays they had.
All of my Bronco cards are players that aren't playing. So we got Drew Lock. Ooh. Jerry Jeudy. Dude, this one looks clean. We got a Bradley Chubb.
I think that's a rookie card too.
I'm going to try to go through college. All right, so Jerry Jeudy, Alabama. Drew Lock, Missouri. I almost said Iowa, but I knew it was Missouri. NC State, Bradley Chubb. Oregon, Royce Freeman. Noah Fant, Iowa. Jerry Jeudy, Alabama. Drew Lock, Missouri. Cortland Sutton, SMU. Albert Okwuegbunam, Iowa.
I also have
Yeah, I did. We call him Albert. Cortland Sutton, SMU. Bradley Chubb, NC State. Jake Plummer. This was the quarterback when I started actually recollecting football. This is who was our quarterback. Jake the Snake Plummer.
I got that card in 2004 when I first started collecting.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. It looks great.
Keep them in sleeves.
Shannon Sharp. Mississippi?
Shannon Sharp. Oh, wow.
I know my older players, but I don't know where they go to college sometimes.
I think
Why? I'm kidding.
Savannah State.
Savannah State. Oh, it's on the card. Von Miller, Texas Tech. Texas A&M. Texas A&M. Cortland Sutton, SMU. Shannon Sharp. The one Hall of Famer is the one I couldn't get. The one, all the unproven guys I got. Thanks, dude. I love the little bag for Kyle.
Yeah, it was my closet for a long time.
This is going in the podcast studio when we get the new house. And Jacksonville's going to have to punt here, 4th and 14. Back to Kansas City, not able to capitalize on the field position. So they're going to flip it. Yeah, this is how I thought this game would go. Whenever you get whenever you see a game that looks like it should be a shootout, 9 out of 10 times, you get a 21-17. I don't know why. Like last year when the Bengals and Chiefs played, it was, it's going to be a shootout. No, Buffalo too. It was like 21-24. The over-under was at like 60 points. And it was like 40 points were scored. So, man. Steve said, "You didn't even get me a beer." And then Steve said, "Did you know Jake the Snake cereal box? Did you have the Jake the Snake cereal box?" I didn't. The only thing I knew about Jake the Snake was that he had a porn star stash. And I knew that from my dad before I even knew what a porn star was. So, of course, I had to look it up. No, I'm just kidding. But it was implied that it was something. You know when you're a kid and you like know something's like about something, but you don't know what it is, you know?
Yeah.
You're like, I know this is dirty, but it doesn't make sense to my small brain yet. That was like when my dad was like, "Oh, it's porn star Jake Plummer." Arizona State. Actually, I did know that. That's very, damn. I'm tripping. Do you know Jake the Snake is really into like mushrooms right now? He's like growing like mushrooms. One of the podcasters that I used to follow, he had like a couple hundred people. Now he's got like 300,000 subscribers. His name's Brandon Perna. And he's got a podcast called That's Good Sports. And I knew he was making some big steps when he had Aqib Talib on his podcast. And it was only a couple weeks later that he had Jake Plummer on it. And Jake Plummer was on it to promote something, obviously. But it wasn't that kind of an interview. It was like, yeah, he just kind of, plugged it at the end. But for the first 40 minutes, it was just a regular interview. And at the end, he was starting this thing where you can, like, as a coach, you give your kids like an app. I think it's an app that you download on your phone, and it's their playbook, and it quizzes them on their plays so that the quarterbacks can learn the playbook at home. It was this thing that he was trying to plug, but he also talked about how he's been doing a lot of mushrooms, which we could tell right when we saw him. We were like, oh, we knew it. Oh, the ball's out. The ball's out. It looks like Tony picked it back up, and Jacksonville's going to jump on him. Yeah, Tony's fucking pissed. Tony's been doing this all year. Acquired from the Giants. He was pissed off at the Giants for not seeing how talented he was. He was talking shit about the Giants this offseason, and he's gone out and shit the bed now 2 weeks in a row. That's just, I don't even think he was trying to punch that out, to be honest. I think that's just hand in the right place.
It was a rip at the ball, but not a rip that you're ever going to want to give up.
Yeah, that's just not high and tight enough. Ooh, that was almost picked. That looked like it could have been jumped. 3rd and 22 in Kansas City's offense. Definitely not in sync right now with Kelsey back. Some people thought that this was just going to go back to what it was. I was telling people Kansas City was not even the best team in the NFL last season, but they happened to win the Super Bowl. And there's a metrics that bettors in Las Vegas use that basically takes into account all of the lucky bounces of the game. Kansas City and Philadelphia were both the luckiest teams in the league last year. When it comes, I mean, we know about the big plays. 3rd and 22 here. They're just going to dump it off to Tony. Hopefully he can hold on to the ball this time. And there you go. 4th down, Jacksonville's going to get the ball. But, I mean, you look at Kansas City, and it's like, okay, they're not that great. Then they play Jacksonville in the divisional round at home. There was drop touchdown passes. There was fumbles on the goal line. Jacksonville.
Just looking at that footwork from Patrick Mahomes, we're looking at an uninspired quarterback that doesn't have confidence.
Yeah.
These feet are chopping up and down.
There's something missing.
Standing still.
Come on, Jags.
This is a big opportunity right here. The Jags won't capitalize here.
Yeah, I totally agree. That's a good move. Set your feet. Make a move and go. Damn it.
We would like to see it past 25, but that's fine.
Yeah.
They can't move the ball downfield here. That's bad.
You got Trevor. It's time for Trevor Lawrence to step up and take over this game.
Going into the 4th quarter, you might have a little bit of a minute.
I want to see Calvin Ridley get more involved. I wouldn't mind on 1st down right here, a play action. Take a shot. You got the momentum. The one thing in football that we can't really measure, but we know it's real. Momentum. A little play action fake and just throw that bitch 45 yards downfield to Calvin Ridley. See, looks like
I would like to keep it drafted, just a safe 2 yards, nothing else. You can't have a negative play here.
they've been trying the short stuff though, and it's getting they need to start. Yes, right there. There it is.
It's like take advantage of the flip field, put the team on their heel. That's what you want to see with a quarterback.
You know what? Can you get in here? We're just gonna call the game. I'm scooting over. We're calling the game. What's up, Jake? I knew he'd come along eventually.
So we're just getting the ball out of our hands really quick here.
All right, so you want to do the play-by-play or the analysis?
A little bit easier. A little less knowledge. So we're going trips to the left right now. We're going to keep it in shotgun so we can see the field a little bit easier. You don't want less time to take those 3 or 5 steps. As soon as the ball is in his hand, he's looking downfield. If I were him, I'd get ETN out of the backfield. Again, have that safety valve. We don't want to take a negative play. To the flats. Good first down pickup, about 7 yards.
Okay, so you did the analysis and the play that called that.
Apologies.
No, you're good. So we'll go once the ball's about to get snapped, or if there's adjustments on the line. That's all you. So this is you right here.
Gotcha.
Trevor Lawrence hands it off to ETN right up the middle. And it looks like Jacksonville's going to make it look like they want to call one last play. Doug Peterson wants that last play before the fourth. They're not going to get it.
No.
They're not going to get it. They're going to have to flip fields, and we'll see how pissed off Doug Peterson is about it.
Jaguars really trusting their athletes right here. Quick outs, getting Zay Jones involved. Agnew.
And Steve in the chat says, I agree. Trevor needs to win this and show he's ready now in this third year. And yeah, the expectations are huge. Like I said in the preseason, this is the year for the Jaguars to turn in to the team. Peyton Manning had that first year, right? Broke the record for rookie interceptions. And year 2, won like 10 games, got his team into the playoffs. I think he even won a game. Year 3, never looked back. The comparisons have always been, Trevor Lawrence has been compared to the all-time great college prospects. I forget who it is, not Kirk Kirkstreet. Who's the one that always does the pre-jet? Mel Kiper. Mel Kiper has, in whatever, 40, 50 years of doing this, the top 4 quarterbacks that he's ever graded out of college. And you got to reserve these top grades for special people, because in a 40-year period, if you screw that up, it just becomes like, guy thinks everyone's good. No, he's actually reserved these spots for really great quarterbacks. It was John Elway, Peyton Manning, Trevor Lawrence, and Andrew Luck. Those are his top 4 quarterbacks coming out of college, ready to go pro. So, I mean, Andrew Luck was great right away. Took the Colts to the playoffs immediately and beat Peyton Manning in Denver. I was at the game. John Elway, Hall of Famer. Peyton Manning, Hall of Famer. So, I mean, the expectations for Trevor Lawrence is not that he's going to be better than any quarterback that Jacksonville's ever had. That's true, but the expectations is that he's going to have a place in the Hall of Fame, and Jacksonville will win Super Bowls and be a powerhouse in the AFC South, just like the Colts were. But this is their year, right? You're playing a Chiefs on a down year. Honestly, there's nothing special about the Chiefs, but I think that football's such a mentality sport.
And here we go. 2nd and 5 from the 11-yard line. He's going to throw it, play action into the end zone. Zay Jones, touchdown.
I think he got both feet down.
He definitely got 2 feet down. That was great concentration.
Let's make sure he controlled the ball. They're going to call it out of bounds.
Oh, wow.
Let's take a look.
I'd like to see that again.
One.
Great effort. In real time, I was almost certain he came down with that.
If this game was yesterday, that's a touchdown. I forget it.
Shotgun splits 2 out to each side, and we got ETN to the back. And
Very physical. Yeah. Very physical coverage. Not surprised to see the flag thrown there. He was playing the receiver, not the ball. And that's kind of what they're teaching these defensive backs. If you don't want to get that call, play the ball, don't play the receiver. You can't be doing that far down. I mean, if I can see it, the refs that are on the field can see it.
And you can't coach size. That's why you get your athletes like that in this new day and age in football, where you have your Evan Ingrams, the guys that run like they're 6'2", but are 6'6", 6'7". You can't coach that. The only option he has is to try to carry the big guy down.
Yeah, I think their last threat as a tight end like that was Julius Thomas. Trevor Lawrence fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it. And
You know, they do have a lot of speed on the outside. I would like to see them do some more misdirection pre-snap, get some guys going in motion. Tyreek Hill and the Dolphins were absolutely obliterating. Who did they play this weekend?
right now, they
last
play
weekend.
tomorrow. Oh, last weekend they played the Chargers.
Yeah, they were killing the Chargers. He was in motion more than he wasn't. I'd like to see them start to get that going with either Zay Jones or maybe a Ridley. They got some speed on the outside.
Yeah, in the playoffs against the Chargers, the misdirection led him to the winning field goal.
Shotgun again, 3 wide receivers.
Oh, Ridley got it, but I think it's out of bounds. Great catch by Ridley. Oh, no. Ridley's down holding his knee. He stands up. That's promising. He's walking. It might have just been a stinger on the kneecap against the skull post right here. Maybe, yeah, I think he just landed awkwardly.
Just an awkward.
Tell Ridley's not happy about it. I said that Ridley had the potential to be the number 1 receiver in the league this year. I've always been big about Ridley. I think he's the best route runner in the league. Now that Amari Cooper's getting a little bit older, he's a fantastic wide receiver. He's so good. And some of these players, man, they're so good. They just don't get the recognition because they're not on a great team. But now that Ridley's in Jacksonville with T.Y., I think things will go well. Shotgun, T.Y. looking, scanning, throws it to the back of the end zone, and it was intended for Ingram, but it sailed over his head, and it's going to be 4th down. Big decision for Doug Peterson. I think, yeah, you got to kick the field goal, right? I mean, if you score, you got to go for 2 anyway. You kick the field goal, the next touchdown, you're up by 1. What do you think?
Yeah, not even about the numbers right here. You just don't want to end with nothing again. Just get some points on the board, build a little bit of confidence, trusting your defense to do what they were doing, which is shutting out a stagnant Chiefs offense and get the ball again. And, keep in mind that you got some points.
Yeah, and the other thing is, and the kick is, it's going to be good. So, and it was what an extra point used to be. So it's 9-14. I think the other thing to keep in mind is if you don't get it, you are playing a team that can easily go 98 yards and score. Like, This is not like, oh, we backed them up on the 1 yard line and it's Denver's offense that can't move. Like, this is, you had them on the 8 yard line 2 series ago and they got it out to the 30 yard line. So I mean, you can't even think about it that way. You just I agree. You got to take the points. It's 3rd quarter. You don't want to go into the 4th quarter with an 8-point game.
No. You
just don't, right? And last night was kind of the Colorado State game is a reminder of what it feels like to that kind of pressure. You know what I mean? To have less than 2 minutes left and it's an 8-point game. You want to keep it at, I would say, at a max 7 points. That 2-point conversion, it's not easy to get. It's, I would say, probably maybe 50-50.
I'm sure there's numbers to back it up, but yeah, I'd be surprised if it's over 40% in the NFL, especially.
Yeah, and we thought when the NFL first decided to move the extra point back to the 30 yard line or 35, no, I believe it's a 25, which makes it like a 40-yard field goal. We heard that there was going to be a lot of teams potentially going for 2 instead of the field goal. That hasn't been the case. We haven't seen, because honestly, these are professional kickers. A 35-yard field goal to them is not a hard
51%.
kick.
I was wrong. They convert 51% of the time.
Really? Yeah, I was thinking 50. I won. Yeah, because when you think about it, like with all the football you've watched, it's like it's very even, But do you really want, the game to come down to 50-50 odds? There was one game in, I think it was around 2007 and 2008. It was 2008. Jay Cutler was our quarterback, and he was rolling out of the pocket. We needed to score to tie the game. And he went to throw the ball. He went like this. He went to throw the ball, and the ball flew out of his hands. And Ed Hockley runs out on the field and blows the whistle. The Chargers pick it up. It's their ball. It's clearly a fumble. Well, Ed Hockley then goes on the field and goes, the passer did fumble the ball. It was recovered by the Chargers. However, he says, I blew the whistle, so the play's dead. Denver scores the touchdown. Mike Shanahan decides to go for two because he's like, you know what? This is good sportsmanship. We don't
got
need
a little squib kick coming. That is an interesting setup.
Yeah, they're playing around trying to figure out how to pin him, behind the 25-yard line.
Interesting.
But that was kind of like his thinking was, we shouldn't even be in this game. And a lot of times when you see a team going for two for the win, it's because they think, oh, we don't even deserve to be here right now. Let's just end it now. We don't deserve overtime. I remember calling a game last year where Bill Belichick, he didn't even use his timeouts. I was like, he was so pissed at his team. He's like, no, we don't deserve to win. And he stopped, calling timeouts. Like, dude, that's crazy. First down throw is going to be complete. And, we're trying to figure out who's the receiver going to be because Tyreek left 2 years ago. All right, Juju Smith, the leading receiving yard leader and touchdown reception leader, is in New England now. So who's going to step up? We thought, motherfucker. Are you crazy? And I know you guys can still hear me. Sorry about that, man. Somebody called me. Here we go. All right, we're back. Steve said, I liked Burnell. I've always been surprised that team never won or got a Super Bowl with all the talent they had. Kind of like the Miami Dolphins.
Wait, do you want to be in?
12:30 left in the fourth. Jacksonville made it a 5-point game. Kansas City drives down and scores right now. It's going to be a close one. Mahomes rolls out of the pocket, running down the sideline, goes out. That's going to be a first down. We got the Chiefs moving. You see the Pacheco having a good running game is gonna make them have to be honest here. Under 12 minutes now. Jacksonville in.
I saw you guys.
The Chiefs are in Jacksonville territory. Jacksonville playing up. Nobody down.
Island girl.
Dude, we went to Jacksonville and all my equipment overheated.
Yeah, he was at the game. The game.
Hey, don't we need Joe Mixon to score a touchdown? We need Joe Mixon to score a touchdown. We got a parlay of like Joe Mixon, Derrick Henry, and someone else scoring. Quick throw. Oh, he dropped it. 3rd and 7. That is a big play right there. That is a big play right there because this would have been a 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3.
Your Instagram, see what you're doing nowadays. I gotta check your Instagram and see what you're doing nowadays. You can do it for school.
Travis Kelce lined up at the bottom of the screen. In motion, throws it out to McKinnon, and he got him short.
Yeah, Kansas City. It's really Kansas City. It's 14-9 in the fourth quarter. 10 minutes left. It's super sloppy.
I knew Seattle was going to win.
Make him stay in the pocket passes.
It's funny how football can humble a person so quickly.
Green Bay's got
Yeah,
the
it doesn't
24 to
look-
19
it's
lead.
a show.
Buffalo over the Raiders 31 to 10. Baltimore over the Bengals 27 to 17. Kansas City's going to be able to get the first down here. Seattle's got a 31 to 21 lead. Indianapolis destroying Houston at home. Tennessee keeping it close as they always
I
do.
like it for like 5 minutes. Okay, fine. Okay, no. Out. It's heavy. Yeah. I have before. You're not really drunk yet. It's over. I'll get you. It's a fun, you know. I'll have him. I'll have the video call. That's true. I remind him of God. That's true.
Jacksonville's got to get off the field here, man.
I think I'm here. Get half of those shirts out for you guys. I'm basically here to get the half of the shirts out, put away from the gates, internet, dates.
No, you're here to hang out with
Yeah. You know, it's Bronco. I could put away some Bronco parties for him. I got some shapes for him. A Shane Sharp.
TS in the chat. Put K. Williams or Pucka Flax. I'll go Kwan Williams.
No, yeah.
Kwan Williams right now. Fantasy run league. Derrick Henry
This one's yours.
in the red zone with 17 points. Devontae Adams hit the 20-point mark.
I got you. I'll hold that for you. Got you.
T. Higgins finally getting involved in the game.
Give me a call when you get back in the States.
Oh, incomplete. First and goal intended for Kelsey. Ball gets knocked out of his hands.
Colorado State tight end would have caught that.
Yeah.
That's a great name. Pollard Greens. That's a great.
So clearly, this is the game. If they get this into the end zone right here,
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say it. I wouldn't say it. Houston got on the board. That makes it look a lot better. 20 to 31. It was looking rough.
Witten's little brother plays wide receiver for them.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah. Nice.
Chicago still down 10 in Tampa. Goff threw an INT. Record is now go for him now. Well, oh yeah, because he had like the most consecutive passes without an interception. Plus it was a TD. Oh, it was a pick six. Goff threw a pick six. Damn. Just a score update. Green Bay with the ball. 12 minutes left. 24-19. The Raiders 10 to 31. I won't even go over it. Baltimore 27 to 17 lead over the Bengals on the road.
Yeah, I'm gonna double down. If they score a touchdown here, there is no way that the Jaguars can come back that. But I don't think they're gonna get 6 here, so we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. And
Here's a question: if they get it inside the 2, are they going for it, or are they kicking that field goal?
they're going for it.
I think that's the right call. I don't think they do. I think it's the right
Well-
call. I even think it's the right call inside of the 3-yard line, but I don't think they would.
As far as like the identity
And that's indicative of how
of
they
the
feel
Chiefs,
about this.
that they would go for it. But I think in this situation, you kick the field goal.
I think a lot of things point to them kicking the field goal, and a big one is their confidence in their quarterback right now, which is not too high.
Yeah, and plus, it's a lot harder to Oh my God.
Oh,
Oh,
and
damn.
Travis Kelsey takes a big shot.
Travis Kelsey got lit up by 3 different players, which is the only way to get him to drop a ball. He's having a good time. And that's the security blanket right there. This is the example of what he was missing. Nowhere to go. Well, he knows where 87 is at all times, and normally he brings that one down, but that was a tough one. So here comes the field goal attempt. It's gonna be a 38-yard field goal. The crowd's gonna be going crazy trying to get him to miss this field goal. Bucker usually is pretty automatic from this range. We'll see what happens.
And it's right down the middle.
Yeah. Perfect kick. And Kansas City takes an 8-point lead with 8 minutes left. Jacksonville's time to respond here. Some fantasy news around the league. Rashad White doing pretty well for himself. Devontae Adams having a day. Kyle Pitts, man, just disappointing year after year. Every year, people, this is his year. 2 catches, 15 yards.
Got to get him on a team that knows how to utilize him.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate his talent's being wasted with Desmond Ridder.
Jahmyr Gibbs only 10 points. Thought he would have some more points, but I mean the Seahawks and Lions the last 2 times they played, they've put up like 80 points each time. So right now, Detroit losing. Detroit losing 21-31. They may have abandoned the run game a little bit with 8 minutes left in the fourth as well over there. So a lot of the production of these fantasy players is very situational. Travis Kelsey with 12 points on the day. Really, the only person kind of holding my team down here is Kyle Pitts. He's kind of fucking everything up. But Mike Evans with 30 points on my bench. That's unfortunate. I wasn't about to start Mike Evans over T. Higgins. Chris Olave is going to have a big game on Monday night. I'm not worried about it. Damn, Rashad White just had another big play. So Jacksonville's going to need to respond here, man. Here we go. 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. 9-17. A lot of Chiefs fans in Jacksonville Stadium. Half of them probably wouldn't be here before Mahomes. I'm gonna say 80%. Never knew there were so many Chiefs fans. Love these camera angles they got nowadays. Players walking out on the field. Man, if Ridley was able to just get that other foot down. Right there. That's the one I was talking about. Jacksonville, man, they're so close, right? It almost feels like this win would be symbolic. It's like this anti-Bruce barrier they can't get over. They need to do it right here. Taking a shot downfield. Oh, that's got to be PI. They're going to say that's incidental. They're going to say that their feet got tripped up. This one doesn't look good. I think he got the wind knocked out of him. I'm speculating based on the way he's laying. Ooh.
Could be his left shoulder.
Yeah.
Could be a shoulder or collarbone. It's way landed more likely a shoulder than a collarbone. Though.
Yeah. And that was Cook.
Probably got the wind knocked out of him. Structurally, he looks okay. Using both of his uppers to push up.
Andy Reid, man. He looks a little bigger this year.
Yeah. Looks like he's eating those chicken nuggets.
Yeah. Bill in the chat said you found a place to land. I saw the overheating stuff. Yeah, man. It's just like one thing after another. That we actually had everything out there working, the perfect backdrop and everything, and literally 15 minutes in, it's like, nope. Not only did it overheat, I didn't get a warning and everything just shut down, so I couldn't even end the stream properly. So there's 8 minutes left. Jacksonville got the ball here. We knew this game was coming down to the wire, but has this game got overtime written on it? Lawrence shotgun on 2nd and 10 after the shot downfield. And he's looking, he's going to throw this one, and first down. That's a good job getting upfield there. And that was Christian Kirk. He's having a pretty good day, man. He's almost like a security blanket for Trevor Lawrence. Just seems like every time, like that's his check down every time. Calvin Ridley lined up, trips right in the middle. We'll see if they try to put him underneath. And now they're moving. Now, I think they need to do more of this. I understand they wanted to get ETN more involved, but you're attacking the secondary. It's working. Get behind those linebackers in front of the safeties. I would stay in that zone. This reminds me of kind of very close to the Colorado situation yesterday. Lawrence.
Except Shadur can never do that.
Then he did it on the second to last drive. Started running.
I've never seen someone who should be athletic and is that unathletic in my life. It's impressive. It's like the Teddy Bridgewater effect, but worse.
I don't know. He looks athletic to me when he runs. When he ran.
He's straight line fast, but in the pocket, his feet are in quicksand. And
I think he stands in the pocket and delivers a good ball, but when I see him run, it's like it doesn't look funny.
No, that's my point. Is he's straight line fast, but yet he has no elusiveness to his game whatsoever. Like to it's not a 40-yard dash. He has to have like a straight line and like, oh, I have clear grass, and like then you'll see him. But if there's any kind of congestion or anything, or he has to evade someone, he's going down.
His mentor is Peyton Manning, so he's not going to get that advice from Peyton.
Reminds me of EJ Manuel back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, just watching a guy that had all the ability to just tuck it and run and then look downfield afterwards, but just act like he cannot
should have
do
ran
it.
that one. He should have just tucked it. Trusting his tight end here, but it looked like once he rolled out here to his left, it was 3rd and 4. It looked like he could have gotten that 4 yards and just slid. I think he knows it too. If they don't convert here, that's definitely a play he's going to want back. Bill said, local watering hole got the NFL package last week, so I'm going to head out. May try and pick the stream on the phone if I can't get it going, though. Have a good one, everyone. Thanks for checking in, Bill. Enjoy your games. Go Giants. Hope they get the dub for you. 5:42. We got Bigsby in the backfield. Fake handoff, quick throw.
And that's a good call. You're playing for 2 downs. You know you're going for it if you don't get it. Give your guy a chance in space.
Yeah,
They either really close or they went ahead and gave it to him. They got it. I really like that call.
yeah, it's a great call.
Let's not get complicated here.
That's a good play.
Great effort.
Looks like Ingram's having a good day as well.
$11 personnel, 2 tight ends on the field. Great check down. Give it again to Ingram. That's going to be another first down. Gave it to Ingram on the flats. Got it field for 11 yards after the catch.
Ingram's having a day. That was his 7th catch. Over 60 yards receiving. Only a touchdown away here.
And that's a reason that you go in 11 personnel. You make them get a little bit heavier with their set, so they're forced to put a linebacker on your over-athletic tight end, and it's just a great mismatch. I really like the Jaguars are doing. Let's see if they can capitalize here. Again, 11 personnel, 2 tight ends on the field, 2 wide receivers at the bottom of our screen, shotgun, ETN to the flat, and he's going to throw it. He's looking at the back of the end zone and just throws it away.
Yeah. It's a good throwaway. I would have liked him, with Ridley there, give him a chance, to come down with the ball there. It looked like he could have put the ball in a place where only Ridley would have had a chance.
Yeah.
Kind of like an in-between.
If you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it. I agree with it. We got 3 more downs to play for. See what we can do here on 2nd and 10. Clock stopped after that incompletion. 4:51 left. Staying in shotgun.
Tennessee and the Chargers are going into overtime right now. Shotgun for Trevor Lawrence. He steps up. Oh, intended for Ridley. I don't know if he wasn't expecting it or what. I think he's still shaken up. I think he landed weird. He's not 100% right now. I think he wants to be out there, but he's taking himself out of the game.
He wasn't expecting to get hit after that play. It wasn't an egregious hit or a dirty hit, but I don't think he saw the guy after he dropped it and thought that was the end of it. Took a little bit of a stray, catching his breath on the sideline.
Overtime for Seattle Lions. That's funny. My 2 don't touch it. My 2 of my 3 don't touch it are in overtime. Here we go. Lawrence steps up in the pocket, tries to get rid of the ball.
And that was a live ball. He threw it behind.
It would have been cool if he was able to pick that up a little earlier and maybe turn it upfield. Yeah, he was. If it would have bounced a little bit in front of him, that would have been different. But behind him like that.
They had Tank Bigsby in there, so ETN, freshman from Auburn, rookie from Auburn.
Well, this feels like a monster down, right? This is the game.
Well, this is the game right here.
They still got 3 timeouts. You may be able to get the ball back one more time, but you don't want to rely on. You don't want to rely on that when you're playing the Chiefs. It seems like they will get. So Kansas City's going to challenge this. If it's forward pass, then. Well, then wouldn't it be intentional grounding? Because he was inside of the pocket? Or inside of the tackle box? But if the play gets reversed, I don't think they can go back and call penalty. So I guess they just call this incomplete, which would actually help. I mean, what are they going for here? Because if that ball is incomplete, they're actually going to have a better fourth down because the ball didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage after it was picked up. Really interested to see why they challenged it. It's a backwards pass. You get what I'm saying, though? Because if it's incomplete, then they go back to the line of scrimmage. This ball never got back to the line of scrimmage. So you wouldn't even want this reverse. You know? I just don't understand the angle. I brought some vitamins.
So you think Kansas City's feeling good about getting Christian Jones back for the season?
Oh, yeah.
Just an absolute mammoth. And again, just going back to letting your players be in the best position to make a play, getting your guy one-on-one. You don't want Jawan Taylor on Chris Jones. It's just a bad matchup, and that's exactly what they got. A bad matchup, got a bad outcome.
With Jawan Taylor's the Kansas City's offensive line.
I apologize. Who was the right tackle for Jacksonville?
Ah, shit, I don't know.
He used to play for Jaguars, right?
Jawan Taylor, he played for the Dolphins, I think. He played for the Dolphins, the Broncos, and the Chiefs. Maybe he was originally a Jaguar. For like 90% of offensive linemen, I'll say 70% of offensive linemen. I don't know. Unless they played for the Broncos or played for the Broncos at some point. The Chargers got the coin toss in overtime.
Yeah. He was originally drafted by the Jaguars. That's why I got confused. He's in the game. It's not.
Yeah. Who cares, man? There's got to be something I'm missing here.
What was it ruled on the field?
It was ruled a backwards pass that Jacksonville picked up, and they didn't even get it back to the line of scrimmage. So it was fourth and 12. Now it's 4th and 12. I don't know.
Maybe they did get it just a little past the line. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it didn't.
They might have gotten it just a little bit past that line.
Either way, here's the game.
Yeah.
Well,
Every inch counts, baby. Looking.
Here we go.
Fires back.
Downfield. Oh, Ridley.
Is he going to get in the back of the end zone?
Ridley
And they're
caught
going to call
it.
it complete.
Let's take a look at this. Ridley able to turn Ladarius Sneed around. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's slow this down. It looked like he got... Oh, let's slow it down a little more. One. Oh, man, that's as close
You
as
know,
it gets.
if
Every inch
I
counts.
think the Jaguars need to practice with a half a foot less in the end zone going forward. Because they would have 3 more. This would be a ball
This is
game.
the fourth. Yeah.
2-in-1 drive.
Yeah, it's like they're playing too deep into these end zones.
Yeah, just pretend the end zone is a half a foot shallower. You guys are going to be golden.
I think you gotta you got to kick the field goal here, right?
That was 4th down.
Oh shit! Yeah,
That was 4th down.
you would like to have seen a field goal call there.
Yeah.
I would. I mean, look, you got all 3 timeouts. You get the 2-minute warning. This is the NFL. Like, you got to just. It sucks, but what's more likely, you converting a 4th and 12 on the goal line, where it's like the hardest 4th and 12 on the field, or
I don't know. I like the call. Either way, you have to get into the end zone.
you're
You're gonna have to get
but if
into
you
the
can,
end zone.
but you're gonna have to get the ball back.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to get the ball back. Like you go over to your defense. You're like, hey, get us the ball back one more time. Now it's a 5-point game and a touchdown. Ends it by 1 point. You don't even have to kick the extra point if the game ends like that. So, all right. So we're gonna see a lot of runs probably. Jacksonville with a hit immediately to Pacheco. I love that. That was a great body tackle. Good speed. Mahomes has thrown the ball 40 times today. Less than 300 yards, though, 2 touchdowns and interceptions. Kansas City's got 12 penalties, 3 turnovers. Jacksonville 0-4 in the red zone.
And that's why you're gonna lose this football game today.
Yeah. If you just showed that one stat with no context, you're picking the Chiefs. Uh-oh. Man, you need to hit him harder than that. You need that ball.
And that's gonna be a game right there. Unfortunately. They're not even calling timeouts. They're holding it, assuming they're gonna get a stop here.
Yeah.
I know you have to wait until you get the stop on 1st down, but
I think the thinking is
this is really
maybe
valuable.
Kansas City snaps the ball before there's 1 second on the play clock. If they come out and snap it with 5 seconds, you save 5 seconds. Versus when they're in full-fledged drain mode. Like right here, let's see where they snap it. 5, 4, 3.
Oh, they're drained.
Yeah,
They drained it.
I got to see that timeout come out right here. I've heard it said like when your wife tells you she'll be ready in 5 minutes, what she means is she'll be ready in 3 minutes with 3 timeouts and a 2-minute warning. Another bad game for Fields. And let's take a look. Fields, that's final, only 14 points. Not a good day for Fields. Overtime right now for Tennessee and the Chargers. Kyle Pitts still with 2 freaking catches. T. Higgins, though, got up to 28.9 points. Shotgun for Mahomes, and it's going to be a run to Pacheco, and he was down. He was down back there. He's down. Let's see where the ref spot this. He was clearly hit down and got back up and kept running. Is Baker Mayfield back? Do we need to start Baker Mayfield? What a season. What a season. 3rd and 6. Jaguars or Chiefs have to snap it before the 2-minute warning. There's a 1 second difference. 2:05, 2:04, 2:03, and they do snap it, and the pressure is coming. And there it is. There it is. He's throwing it. Oh my God, he's wide open. And man, one thing Mahomes does really well is keep his head up. There's a flag on the play. This could change everything. Let's see what this is. This might be after the play, unsportsmanlike conduct.
Might be an illegal receiver downfield as well.
Mahomes signaling it's going to be 3rd down again. I'm speculating, but he did pull up 3 fingers. I can't believe Mahomes playing with long sleeves in this weather. Offsetting penalties, which means it's going to be 3rd down again. And I guarantee you this, Travis Kelce's going in the huddle and he's saying, let me redeem myself. This ball's going to Travis Kelce on 3rd down. Whether it gets to him or not, I don't know, but it's intended for him. And looks like the Chargers able to get the win in overtime. Just squeak out of there with the win. 20 minutes till the Broncos play, so that should be a good one. And then I'll get set up tonight. Don't forget, we got a double header tomorrow. The Saints and Panthers, and then the Browns and the Steelers are going to be playing. So that's going to definitely be set up. And then tonight we have the Dolphins and the Patriots. So we got some football coming to you a little bit later. Next week we'll be down in Miami. Steve said, yeah, but nobody cares about the Broncos, though. You know what? I don't blame you. It's been like that. Broncos Commanders. If I weren't a Broncos fan, there's no way I'm watching that game. But I can't help it. I have to. We need this win. This needs to be a statement win. This needs to be like a 31-7 win. And the Commanders have a really good defense, and they have really good weapons. They got really good running backs. Commanders are closer than people think. They could be a wild card team this year, so I'm not buying that they're just going to come into Denver and not play a close game. I'm just saying what we need and what will happen maybe to 2 different things. What the hell?
Well,
What did they?
apparently, 1st and 10.
How? Wasn't it repeat 3rd down? Oh, the offsetting penalties were at the end of the play? Well, that's the game, folks. That is the game. Steve said, hey, you never know. Elway could suit up at halftime if they're behind. Elbow cough. God. If anyone's suiting up at halftime, it better be Peyton Manning. Oh, John Elway has been drinking way too much to suit up for anything. That guy looks bad. He is not aging well. So we got to the point. Kansas City's going to drain the clock. Fans are emptying out of the field. So
Now would be a good time to get in one of those pools if you wanted to.
and it's going to be a run to Pacheco, and Kansas City's offense pushes them forward. This is going to be the first down that ends the game, and that's going to wrap it up here in Jacksonville. Kansas City escapes with the win. They are now going to be 1-1. Jacksonville will fall to 1-1. That's actually somewhat expected. Jacksonville's still going to be a really good team week in and week out, but definitely a lot to clean up on, a lot of tape to watch, a lot of corrections to make, and you want to have a game like this week 2, right? If this was week 12, week 14, it could be very discouraging. But this early in the season, we saw there was pretty much no offense last week that was good. We saw a lot of teams drop to 1-1. Detroit dropped to 1-1. Either the 49ers or the Rams are going to drop to 1-1. The Bengals.
Oh, it's getting a little tricky down there.
Oh, yeah. The Bengals are.
I know they're trying to protect their image, but if they want better ratings, maybe broadcast will start thinking about showing the fans running onto the fields and the skirmishes on the field instead of going off onto a coach or one of the broadcasters. Because, hey, we want to see it. NBC, ABC, show us the dirt. We like that. I don't care about your little clean and cut image. Give us the stuff.
Give us the fight.
Yeah, give us the fight. Give me that drunk, ordinary fan run onto the field just because his team's up and he thinks he can. I need that.
Yeah.
I want that.
I don't care if he's naked.
I don't
Show
care.
it.
Show it.
Obviously, he's got balls. Okay, so yeah, Baltimore has got a 3-point lead with the ball. They're draining the clock. And, man, it's been a game. It's been a game. So thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry about all the technical difficulties that we had earlier today with the heat and overheating. Kansas City takes the final kneel down in Jacksonville. Going to lose a home game. Not happy about it. Some fighting going on. CBS taking the advice that Jake just gave. They're showing it. This is what we want to see.
And if we're giving more advice, Travis Kelce, stop being a fake tough guy.
Yeah. He plays that like.
It's not cool.
Oh, God. You hear that, Kelsey, you little bitch? And Steve said, you're going to stream the night game? I will stream the night game. But I'm going to take a break here. So thank you guys for tuning in to the first slot of games here today. And we'll pick it up later, right where we left off. All right. Go Broncos.
Go Knowles.
See you.